Hello everyone, let's start to understand the WRB strategy. How we can identify the candle, identify the setup, and how we can trade that setup. So this is strategy. The name WRB. W means white, R means range, and B stands for bar. So WRB wide range bar. This strategy is based on the wide range bar. And this strategy can be traded in a binary option, and this strategy you can use in a 1 minute time frame. This strategy mostly it's a reversal type of a strategy when we are getting some cluster of candles within the one candle and we are going to select the reversal point. So let's understand the WRB system. WRB, the definition of the WRB: a bar in which the candlestick body is relatively wide compared to the most recent bars. Wick of the WRB candles are smaller than its body. It means that a candle body must be bigger as compared to the wicks. The wicks will be very similar like this candle. You can understand the body is bigger. The wicks are very similar. So this is your WRB candle. In the bearish, that will be your candle. So these wider bodies shows the wide range of the candle, while the wicks are very similar. It shows that the bodies have a dominancy. The bodies are strong inside the candles. When we will find the setup, it will give us a dominancy of reversal. So these candles are showing the certainty, means power, the potent. Okay, and then understanding the other types of candle, which can be narrow range bar. So maybe someone who can confuse that what's the difference between the WRB and the NRB candles. So NRB candles, how we can understand? Let's check the shapes of the NRB candle. Before going to the shape, the definition of NRB, like bars in which the body of the candlestick is small compared to the overall length of the candlestick. They have tails on both sides of the body. The appearance of the tails indicates uncertainty, while in the WRB there was a certainty, and now in the NRB it shows the uncertainty and the prevailing trend of the bars. So the shape of the candle is showing the body is very small. The wicks are larger. When the wicks are larger, it shows the uncertainty. When the wicks are smaller and body is larger, it shows the certainty. So this is also range bar, like a narrow range bar, but we are not using this narrow range bar candles in our strategy. We will use only the WRB, wide range bar candles, because in this NRB there are uncertainty. So uncertainty means there can be so many losses inside the same setup. So the bearish candle of the NRB, it looks like that. So you can understand that the spinning candle, which have a bigger wicks, and sometimes that will be not a spinning, that will be any other type of candle like a doji, but this type of candle we are not using in our strategy. Bodies are narrow, uncertainty is there. And after that there is another type of candle. So maybe you confuse with that candle. So let's understand the range expansion bar, REB. REB definitions: a bar in which the candlestick body is relatively equal to the wick of candlestick, which shows commitment and emotions, like that is the candle. This candle is showing the lower wick. The wick and the body is in an equal size. The body and wick is equal. So this is not a wide range bar candle. This is a range expansion candle. So you can say it REB, range expansion bar. The bearish will be this one. So the same WRB type of setup we can find inside the REB candles, but we are not trading that, we will avoid. So the same WRB setups you can find in a narrow range bar, you can find in a REB, but you are not going to use. Only you will use all the setups in a WRB. Okay, keep in mind. See, it shows the certainty, yes, but there is no uncertainty, but the wicks is not matching with our setup. So now we are going to understand the setups of the WRB system. How to trade WRB system. You will find the buy setup, how it can be the buy setup. A green candle. Once you find a big type of green candle, which is called the WRB, you need to draw the level at the bottom and draw the level at the top. So you just fix the range in the WRB candle. Now what will happen? For example, the seller's entry. Again, seller's entry. Now that is the point when a one WRB candle inside the two sellers, if you find, that's the time to buy. Now here you will buy. The next candle will be the green mostly, so you can trade this green candle. Another buy setup, in case if there is a red candle, you need to draw the resistance of the red candle, support of the red candle, so that will be your range now. So wide range of the candle, and then maybe you will find the green candle and then red candle. After that you need to buy. So we have only two setups for the buy in the WRB system. And let's how we will sell setup. First of all, maybe you are getting the red candle, draw the ranges of the candle, then you will find the green candle, another green candle. Now it's a time to sell. You need to sell out here. The next candle will be the sell, mostly probably. And then in case if you are getting the green candle, you draw the support and resistance range. After that you are getting the red candle, then you are getting the green candle. It's time to sell now. You need to sell here. Market will fall down from here. So that is the setup of WRB, where you will buy and sell only. These are the four setups you need to buy and sell. Two setups for the buy and two setups for the sell. So for example, the buy, green, red, then it will be the green. Red, green, red, it will be the green. So same setups are opposite for the sell, and there is no other setup is added. There is no need to identify the support and resistance. There is no need to identify any other filter. Let's how we will avoid this strategy. When we will avoid, when we are not going to trade. For example, you have a buy setup, you are waiting, there is a wide range bar, and then the red candle appears, another red candles broken the range. When the range will be broken, you are not going to buy, because we are trading when the two candles are unable to break the green candle at the bottom or at the top, then we will trade. But if it's breaking, we will avoid it, the break of WRB, and then we are going to avoid this setup here. Another setups which we are going to avoid, that will be your setup. It's a broken down, a breakout of WRB, we are going to avoid again. We will never trade here. So that is another strategy we can trade, but in this strategy there is no setup for trading here. For the sell setup which we are going to avoid, that will be your avoid setups. It's breaking at the top, and then you have to avoid it. After that we have this setup. That setup also we need to avoid, because it's a broken we need to avoid. I'm going to show you some examples of the WRB. So here we need to identify, that is a WRB candle where I drawn the range. In this range, red, green and red, we are going to buy here. This candle we are going to buy. It's a win trade. And then you will have another WRB candle where there are two red candles inside the WRB. We are going to buy here. That will be candle which you need to buy. Another example. That is your WRB candle. In this is a weak type of WRB candle. Why I'm going to sell here? Because this candle also show me that there is a rejection from the seller side. Otherwise, if you are not getting the rejection, don't need to sell. But here I select this WRB candle because there is a rejection. There is a rejection from the sell. So the setup is sell. That's why I'm going to sell here. And another setup, that is, you can see, that is the WRB. red, green, and green candle also it's showing the rejection from the seller side, means the next candle will be the sell. We are going to sell here. Another example, in case if you have this candle, you can see you can sell here. That is the setup. Another setup, that is your WRB candle, where you need to buy here a red, then green, then red. The next candle will be the green in the WRB system, so you need to buy here. So these are the setups which we are using for the buy and sell of the WRB system. I hope you understand well this strategy. So practice on the demo account, and then when you get the good results, then you can move to the real account. Otherwise, don't use this strategy directly on the real account, because you know each and every strategy have no 100% surety of winning the trades. Strategies are working 70 to 80%, 90% sometimes. So 70 to 80%, you just to make your expectation. You can expect 80%. Till that 80% is up to the 80%, you can expect the strategy. Sometimes if you lose, don't do any martingale step. Leave that setup and find another good setup then which can be tradable. So I hope you understand well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.